Hello, and welcome to a brand new day of free-to-play here on Magic the Gathering Arena. Get the dish on the list with me, Lord Rumfish. It's another late-night draft. Let's not dilly-dally here. Let's just go ahead and get into it. Okay. Sandstorm Salvager. This is a card I've not gotten to play with yet. It puts out 4 power and toughness worth of creatures, and then you can pay 2 and tap add a +1 counter on all your creature tokens and they gain trample. So this card by itself makes a golem that grows and tramples. And that ability is activated at instant speed. Let's see, we're passing up Indomitable Creativity, One Last Job. Not too sad about those. Blood Hustler's good, Shoot the Sheriff is good. Well, there's not a whole lot else here, really. Yeah, we're taking the Salvager. Okay. Rictus Robber's good in black. Honest Rutstein's very good in black-green specifically. Let's see. Take the Fall's good in its own particular archetype. Spinewood's Paladin would be great. I don't know that I would take a Spinewood's Paladin over Honest Rutstein, though. Honest Rutstein's a very powerful card. So, yeah, I'll take Rutstein here. Riku of Many Paths cares about modal spells. We don't have one of those yet. Unfortunate Accident is a pretty great kill spell that can also make a creature. Entertainer would be fine. Fine 2-drop. It's maybe not as amazing as it looks, but it's not bad either. But this is a great kill spell here. So we could maybe start moving towards green-black at this point. Another round. It's interesting, but I'd want a whole lot of synergy in place before I thought about it. Eartha Joe is a powerful card. Bloodseeker's actually really good in the green-black archetype. There's not a lot of green and black in this pack. We'll see if that's an anomaly or if it's an ongoing problem. Okay, there's not a lot of green and black in this pack either. Could be time for a hard pivot. So Deep Muck Desperado is a card I've been interested in trying. I've been interested in seeing if I can do a mill deck. A 2/4 for 3 is playable anyway. But I've been curious if there could be a deck here. You probably need multiple of these, maybe an archive trap. So I've been waiting to see if I could ever open an archive trap to make that happen. Wow, that is late on the Vial Smasher. Just because black-red is open does not necessarily mean that black and or red by themselves are open. Gigapede would be pretty good if we stay on the green-black path. We don't have any red cards yet. As good as Vial Smasher is, that would be quite a spin from where we've been. I'm going to take the Gigapede here. Okay, there's another Gigapede, which would be fine. There's also a lot of blue showing. We could maybe try to make a black-blue deck. That's not impossible. And if we were going to end up into black-blue, I'd probably want Phantom Interference in a deck like that. So I'm going to speculate just a little bit here. Okay. It's been kind of all over the place. Trying to figure out where we're at, what's open. We've got several black cards. So Mourner's Surprise seems like it could probably make it. We could also just take a desert. Yeah, I'll take a desert. Okay, there's the creativity, which is triple red. Don't think we can do that. Haven't taken a single white card yet. None of these especially appeal to me. I'm taking the desert. Okay. Let's see. If I was going to be blue-black, I mean, I have more black right now. Fake Your Own Death is a card I feel like I could play pretty reasonably as a 1-of or 2-of in a deck. Alright, there's the Jin, which is not a bad card per se. Out of these, I guess I'll take a Bovine Intervention. It wouldn't be terrible to splash removal. There's a Rope Master. And Fury in the sideboard. Wow, I think you would splash a Goldvein Hydra if it was your only green card in the entire deck, and that might happen here. It might. Green wasn't really open in pack 1. But I think with just the 1 green cost, that you do go ahead and splash this sucker. And then, you know, if it dies, if it doesn't get exiled, then you get a bunch of tapped treasure. What are we passing up? Rattleback Apothecary would be pretty good in blue-black crimes. Drake would be alright there. Skullduggery, maybe. So, you know, we could be making a mistake. Ooh, Rush of Dread. Yeah, we've got a bunch of black cards already. I haven't had a lot of chance to play with this. So, yeah, sack half your creatures, round it up, discard half your cards, round it up, lose half your life, round it up. This card is just a wrecking ball. We're passing some good green here, which is not the signal I like to send. But with all the black we have, I think it would be silly not to take this. Mindbreak Trap. We probably would never get to the point that it costs 0, so it's just kind of an expensive counterspell. What else is in here? There's Ankle Biter, Soured Springs, another One Last Job, maybe the Raven. If I'm going to keep speculating on blue-black a little bit, Raven would be the take for that deck, I think. That or Stop Cold, maybe? Okay. Lockpicker is a great card. So is Murder. Not quite sure what our colors are going to look like at this point. We don't have a lot of green, so I'm starting to feel like the Bandit might be a trap. Might be going the wrong direction to go like Badlands Revival, Bandit. Although if we're splashing just a hint of green, this could actually be a great card for us, but I'm going to take the Murder here. I feel like it's a little safer. Electro Dominance. No, double red, not doing it. Varmint's not that exciting. I guess deserts do. We've got a couple of deserts. Yeah, this is pretty solid removal here. Okay. Another Betrayal at the Vault. It's double green. I think green would be a splash. None of these look great, really. I haven't really tried the Thunder Thief that much. I guess maybe I would take the Buzzard instead. You can plot it. Okay, Vault Plunderer is pretty great. Do you take it over Rooftop Assassin? Probably? Probably. I don't really have 4-drops at the moment. That's a tough choice. I'm going to take the Plunderer, though. Okay. There is a Desecrator, there's a Vault Buster. I guess this is supposed to be for the crime deck. It's not that exciting of a card. There's also just a Mourner's Surprise. I guess I'll take a Mourner's Surprise here. Archmage's Charm came all the way back to us. If we really do end up into blue-black, this wouldn't be that bad later in the game. Right, when you get up to like 6 and 7 mana and you actually have 3 blue available. Would still be pretty decent, but I think the Skullduggery is the safer choice. Alright, out of these, is it worth splashing white for Wrangler of the Damned? That's quite a question, isn't it? I guess it's supposed to be a Jailbreak scheme here, actually. Okay, Mindbreak Trap made it back to us. I think we're heading into blue-black. Was not that clear in Pack 1, but I think it's becoming clear now. Do we want the Desert? Can turn on things like Desert's Dew. Charger in the sideboard. Swamp. Seraphic Steed's a powerful card, but it's not for us. Essence Capture is good. Greenblade wouldn't be that bad of a splash, to be honest. Nor would the Naturalist. But I think I'm supposed to be angling into blue-black here. In that case... do I try the Essence Capture? I mean, I haven't been very comfortable with counter spells, but... maybe I take the Green Blade, just in case green ends up still being a thing. Ionize, we're not really looking to go into red. So I don't think so. Ditto on the red removal. Lazov is good, though. Lazov is very nice. Take it over Consuming Ashes. We've got some removal at this point. We've got some Murder and Desert's Dew and Skullduggery. Lazov, I think, is one of the things that makes the deck tick. It gives you a win condition. I think we take it over the Ashes here. Okay. No on these. I think it might be time to take the Lockpicker. I mean, there's a Raven here, and I would love to pick up the Raven. Haven't had a lot of chance to play with the Raven in this type of deck. Also haven't had a chance to play with the Lockpicker. And Lockpicker has been pretty great against me, so I think I'd like to try it. Alright. Treasure Dredger wouldn't be bad. Stop Cold wouldn't be too bad either. I think I might go with the Treasure Dredger. If we end up splashing some green, this is going to be very useful. Yeah, best control. I mean, you could always just cycle it, I suppose. But we've got, like, Seize the Secrets here. It's cheaper if you've committed a crime. I think this card's for us. Oh, the Avarice. Haunting would... this is for blue-white, I think. But there's plenty of times you could hold mana open in blue-black, and it would probably work for us, too. Did I take it over the Avarice? I haven't had a chance to play the Avarice either, but I'm going to take the Haunting. Okay. We got this, which is a hexproof trick. And it can become a copy of another creature. Or we've got Stop Cold. Honestly, having a trick like this floating around the deck is fine. Like, Fake Your Own Death is good too. But I like having a trick like this that can protect one of your king cards, like Lazov. Do we want a second Lazov, or would we rather take this Tyrant Scorn? I think maybe the Tyrant Scorn is the take here. It's a very efficient card. I already have one Lazov. Alright, do we have enough top end on the deck? Do we have enough ways to win the game? Is it time to take some muscle? Because we're late in pack 3. If we run out of ways to win the game, it could be a problem. Take the fall. This is a good kind of card for our archetype. Okay, Merriment for the sideboard. A little sad no one took that. Heartless Pillage. That does trigger crimes. And if you attack, can make a treasure? That could make the main deck. Wingsmith in the sideboard. Fury in the sideboard. Okay, we are not cutting Goldvein Hydra. We are going to splash this thing. But let's see what else we decide to keep. Alright, normally at a moment like this, I would trim the green cards, bring it down to a trim list of 40 and call it a day. But I feel like there's some problems with this deck. We didn't get the enchantment that bounces back to your hand when you commit crimes. We didn't get that many crime payoffs. We've got the Raven. We've got the Deep Muck Desperado. And we got Lazov. And that's about it. You know, we have lots of ways to commit crimes and not that many ways to capitalize on them, so we might need some alternative means of winning the game. Like just big dumb creatures and getting them back from the graveyard. So green is here for a late game winning threat. This is kind of like a fireball to the face. And Rutstein can also be a bit of inevitability. You know, pulling back one of our biggest, nastiest things from the graveyard, helping us go into a longer game. Because we're a little light on creatures, and we're a little light on ways to win. So I could have trimmed this down to 40, but I feel like that deck might have run out of win conditions. And that's why we're going a little bit above here. Anyway, I'll see you in the games. We're up against Raw. Two-lander, and we've got our Fireball in our hand. Well, I guess we'll keep it. Don't really have creatures to speak of. Well, we've got land. It's a starting point. I guess we could just Heartless Pillage. Oh, that's not good. That is not good at all. Okay, Rush of Dread for creatures is 4. Oh, they've got 3 colors. So this is whenever another outlaw enters the battlefield under your control. Are they trying to play around a counterspell? Is that what they're doing? Anyway, they've only got 4 cards left in their hand. I could make them discard 2 of them, then I do not have any counter magic available. Yeah, sure. That's what I got. Forest and a Bloodseeker. Are they going to miss their land drop? Maybe. They plot the dragon. Well, we're in big trouble. We've got a good land count in this deck, and we've gotten mana screwed here. So they're going to play the dragon, it's going to resolve. Honestly, both of their plot cards are going to resolve. They can pay 2 easily. Okay, you got a sentry. See how they're going to be able to just resolve everything here. For some reason, they choose not to. That's interesting. Gonna have to discard at the end of my turn. Would I rather cast the Murder on the Vial Smasher? I don't think so. I think I let go of something else, actually. How about the Gigapede? You can just pull it back from the graveyard later. I guess we'll set a start of combat stop. Try to stop them from getting in with the sentry. Scorpion Dragon. It is not an outlaw. Yep, kill it. I don't get to get in with the sentry. Alchemist. And at knife point. Yeah. Alright. So we Mortar Surprise the Gigapede back in order to make a chump blocker. Then I guess we take the fall on the Aloe Alchemist. We chump block the Vial Smasher, assuming that they don't have anything else to play. If they play anything, then we're basically just dead. They plot a highway robbery. Okay. Come in. Take the block. Take the fall on the Aloe Alchemist. We're not dead yet. We needed land, basically. So yeah, we're out of this game. We're up against Edmund Dantes. Mana looks fine. So we'll see how that goes. A Raven. Here we've got our choice of a Dredger or a Haunting. I like the way that the extra mana lines up on future turns with the Dredger. And just pay 1 to bank a treasure. Oh, they've got a treasure Dredger. I guess if we went double Skullduggery, everything would just die? I don't know that I want that at all. I'm gonna play the Haunting. Okay, they plot the Paladin. And they just come in with the Raven. Okay. Here's a forest. So now I could hold open a counterspell. I could even go all the way to a spirit if I use the treasure. I could plot something. I guess if I just go like this... Okay, there's Lazov. Then I can either bank another treasure, or I have Counterspell open. Or I've got Skullduggery, you know. And that's all fine. Yeah, I'd like to keep getting ahead on mana here if I can. You got your Paladin. Can't counter that when you've plotted it like that. Okay. Raid. Rutstein. Sure. So do I counter this one? Where does that leave me on my next turn? It leaves me with, like, Lazov with a Skullduggery open? That's not terrible, actually. Sure. Okay. So yeah, we'll play the Lazov. No attacks. Awesome. Okay. Block. Make Lazov bigger, make your Paladin smaller. Decline. Okay. A plot Rise of the Varmints, which is not that big right now. Okay. So if I plot this, the haunting will become a thing? Alright. No attacks. Okay, Lazov can go. Block it. Murder most foul. Alright, here's a Jin. Bloodseeker, probably targeting themselves. No, they're targeting me because they want the crime. Alright. Milled Rutstein in a land. Okay then. Oh, not the green. Let's do double black here. Oh, that would only leave me with 3 mana, though. And I couldn't cast the Mind Break Trap? I don't like that. I don't like it. Do I start attacking with the Jin? Maybe not this turn. Preserve my life total a little bit longer. They're only at 2 creatures in the graveyard for the Rise of the Varmints presently. Okay. Kill the Raven, kill the Rutstein, take 2. Mind Break Trap. I don't think they were ready for a counterspell there. Okay, they got Varmints. Let's get the Vault Plunderer. Let's play a Deep Muck Desperado. And let's not attack this turn. It feels like they're trying to push real hard to finish me off. And I just want to punish them for it. Okay. Hollow Marauder. Alright. I guess I just go ahead and discard the island, see what else they play. Ankle Biter. Not that big a deal. Yep. Trigger some crimes. Oh, 3 lands. That sucks. Becomes a copy of up to 1 other target creature. Alright, come in. You could absolutely attack for 1 there if they wanted to. Ooh! X is 6, and I still have the Fleeting Reflection open. That's pretty close to lethal. Yeah. Dead. We're up against you, her, Rue, her. This hand seems fine. I just want to make sure my mana works. I'm not going to try to save the desert for a crime. Alright. Get down the Emergent Haunting. There there's a possum. Let's see. We do have some pretty great sorcery speed stuff to do right now. Yeah, let's do the Vault Plunderer. Okay, so they can brew up their possum. No blocks. We go ahead and get in here, pass the turn, get a 3/3 flyer, have Skullduggery and an Unfortunate Accident ready. Let's see, the only other thing it can do is return a creature back, which would be fine. Alright, I think we just kill it. Not Skullduggery. This one. If they have a card to save it, I'd rather see it now. Nope. Alright. The Lockpicker. That can get us more value at a future date. Leave us the Skullduggery open. So I come in with the Plunderer here. They're just going to take it. They were afraid to attack with the Griffin last round. There's a Holy Cow. Also doesn't line up well against the Emergent Haunting. Journey to Nowhere. Well, I don't have Hexproof. I could do Skullduggery just to kill their bandit, but I could still do that later? No, this is fine. Okay, so they're down on mana. They could have used him for mana twice there, and they did not. Either they don't have a use for 5 mana, or it was sloppy play. Alright, maybe they're just flooded. Okay, that's a crime, which means we can do this on the cheap. Okay. Let's see. I guess the thing we need to play back is the Unfortunate Accident. We're just dying in the air here. That'll have to be next turn. Does that have reach? No, it does not. Oh, wait a minute, they're at 11. Can we kill them? Like, okay, let's hang on a second here. Alright, we can flash this in and kill this 3-power griffin, and that's like the safe play, right? That's the safe play. I don't know what they could be sitting on. They could have, like, destroy target attacking creature, which, if we go all in on the Hydra, could be a problem, but is it enough mana? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, it would be exactly lethal if they have exactly nothing. It seems like they've just been slapping down lands and doing nothing. So we could go for the win here, or we could play conservatively with the unfortunate accident. I say we try for the win. It seems like they've been playing like they have nothing. What is that stick? Okay. Concede. We go up against IRIE League. Keep this. A jet. That seems like a problem. Let's mill ourselves. Got a little bit of graveyard value in this deck. There's a bunch of land. Alright. Highway robbery. I'm in. They plot a Wolverine. It's a little bit odd to see this much plotting happening in red-green. Okay, another black, that's good. Can be building up to a nasty rush of dread here. Let's see, 4 mana does creatures. It takes at least 5 mana to do the cards or the life. Okay, Cactus Folk, sure shot. We could bounce the Sure Shot back to their hand, but I think it's fine to kill the Wolverine here. Well, actually, maybe I just keep waiting. Let's see, I could get the muscle on the field. I kind of like that. It's more mana efficient than some of the other plays. We can get him back from the graveyard later if they kill him. Okay, blocking. Okay. Missed out on the Jite. It's a free counter you could have had. Free land untap for the mana. So it doesn't even really cost you mana. And a Thunder Salvo. Okay. Okay, so for 6, I could do sack a creature and discard 2 cards. That's not bad. Do I care about the life? And would I rather try to set up the Haunting? This seems like a pretty good moment for the Rush of Dread. Wait, do I have enough to do that? I don't think I do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, I do. Creatures, cards. Ooh, big stuff. Okay, great. He's gonna give his buddy haste. Okay, let go of a land. Drew a land. Okay, so I could get Rush of Dread back. Okay, they're going for damage. Makes it better to bounce it. Oh, never mind. I guess they like pump spells. Fine. Guess I just lose. Well, hang on, this thing doesn't trample, right? It doesn't trample. Can make something unable to block, though, which is a problem. I have 6 mana. I need to use the 4 mana version of the card in the graveyard. Oh, it's... okay, let me think this through, but I feel like I don't have quite enough mana. Right, this Rush of Dread needs 4 to make them sack half their creatures. I'd have 2 mana left. They both have Ward, so I can't really target them. The Jeet can make a creature unable to block. So the only way I can win here is if they forget how their cards work. Sack half your creatures, lose half your life. Can't target them anyway, I might as well go all in. Oh, I get the flyer. It's another blocker. They only have 1 counter on the Jeet. Jeete. If they brick... Okay, or if they forget how their cards work. They probably don't forget how their cards work. Okay. This deck was so much better than a 1-win and 3-loss deck. I feel like we really got hammered badly by randomness with our mana and such. I think there were just some bad beats. You know, maybe I could have played some things differently. I could have played more conservatively in the game that I lost. Instead of trying to go for the win, I could have just played for killing their flyer, buying another turn, seeing if I could win that way. I don't know if that would have worked, but it wouldn't have lost immediately. Anyway, I guess you can't win them all. This really sucks, though. So please like and subscribe, check out my other videos, and until next time, never stop honing your critical thinking and empathy.